The Longines Hong Kong International races are just around the corner, and this Sunday's meeting is a full dress rehearsal for the big day. Here's exactly what we've got coming up on HK Direct. Tommy Berry's our studio guest. He reunites with his old pal Helene Paragon on Sunday. Well, he'll also be riding Werther and Not Listening to Me. And we go back down memory lane and relive the victory in 2011 in the Hong Kong Cup of California memory with his jockey, Matthew Chadwick. I'm delighted to say that Tommy Berry's our special guest. Tommy, good to have you. You're a couple of months into this stint in Hong Kong after you've made flying missions before. How do you feel things are going here? Yeah,
look, it was a lot easier when I was flying in and out, I won't lie. I was obviously coming towards the end of the season, and when I was doing the 3-month stints, and John's team was obviously up and running then, so it was a little bit easier. But it's obviously been a very slow start for us, but we're really excited about the months ahead. We've got a lovely team coming forward, and especially leading into the internationals, and got a really good group of PPs coming through as well. So really looking forward to our time ahead. For you then, how important a day is Sunday? Yeah, it's very important. It sort of earmarks the start of when John usually brings out his big guns, and we've got a great bunch of horses going around on Sunday, so I'd be disappointed if they didn't perform up to what we expect. OK, one of those is Werther. He lines up in the first of the features, the Group 2 Jockey Club Cup. Bank of China, our sponsor for the meeting on Sunday. It's over 2,000 metres, a field of 8, Werther up the top. He's got the bit of extra weight to carry thanks to winning Group 1's Secret Weapon won this race last year, Time Warp, Gold Mount, and also NASA representing the up-and-comers in the race down the bottom. Helene Charisma, he needs it wet, and Doyeni is down the bottom. Let's go back then, Tommy, have a look at your only ride under race conditions on Werther. Of course, we know what a good horse he is. This is him in the Jockey Club, in the Sha Tin Trophy. What do you make of this performance? Yeah, I thought it was a great run on the day. It turned out that there wasn't a lot of horses making up ground. You saw with Helene Paragon and Beauty Only struggled to make up ground as well on the day, but really liked his last 100 metres and how he ran through the line. I think you've got to sort of remember as well, in his previous preparations, he's had blinkers on first up, so he's probably been a little bit sharper, but he steps up to the 2,000 this time, and I think he'll relish the extra step up in distance. Could that be something that you look at for the future, putting the blinkers back on? Oh, look, I think through what John has said, him and Hugh spoke about it last season, and he was just going too keen in his races, especially once he got up to 2,000 and above. So they took the blinkers off him, and he relaxed really good for the Champions and Chater, and run really well on that occasion. So look, the lead-ups to the Group 1s, they're races you'd love to win, but it's not the end of the world if he doesn't. So to put blinkers on just to get him to win a Group 2 leading into a Group 1, I don't think it's a main priority there. Let's have a look at another one of the form references, and this is the ladies' purse. Only a couple of weeks ago, you've got Time Warp out in front here. Nasser's the winner. He's in between horses. You're on Eagle Way in this race. How do you rate these horses? Yeah, I think they're really nice up-and-coming horses, and you know, obviously Joe had to do a little bit of work on that day, and he kicked well before the corner and just got grabbed late. And Nasser's a horse that he relaxes well coming from behind and has a devastating turn of foot. So you got two horses that are going to be one's going to be in front of me, I believe, and probably one behind me, but they're going to get the advantage of obviously the five pound difference in weight, and I'm sure that they'll be right on my heels wherever they are. We also saw you on Eagle Way in that race. He doesn't want this weekend. Will he run though in the internationals? Is that still the plan? Yeah, looking that way. He'll probably have a trial over a mile. There's a mile trial coming up, and he should be able to hopefully trial in that and head to the internationals there. But just decided after that run, he looked a little bit one-paced, and the speed had come out of his legs. So just keep him a bit more on the fresh side, we think. Will you be making sure that Time Warp's not too far ahead of you on Werther? Oh, look, I'm not going to worry about where the other horses are in the race too much with him. He's a horse you've got to ride in his comfort zone. I believe I'm on the best horse in the race, and I just got to believe in his ability and give him every chance I can to win the race, and not worry about too many other horses. It might bring me undone. OK, Helene Paragon's a horse you know particularly well from last season, 2 Group 1s on him. He's a horse who looks like he needs a bit of time to really come with his preparation. How do you feel he is second up? Yeah, well, as you said, he usually takes 2 or 3 runs. I think it took to the internationals last season until he really hit his straps, and he was probably unlucky not to beat Beauty Only on that occasion. But you know, he came through his first up run really well. Hoping for a little bit of give out of the track on Sunday. That's for both him and Werther. And I galloped on the track on Thursday morning, both of those horses, and they really enjoyed that bit of sting out of the track through the rain we've had. So he's drawn a nice enough barrier where he's going to get a good run behind the speed. I think a horse like Beauty Generation might just have the wood on him on Sunday because he's probably got the fitness edge. He's had that one more run under his belt, and he's definitely hasn't taken a step backwards in his track work. So look, he's going really well, but there's definitely improvement to be taken out of the run on Sunday, and he'll be spot on again for the internationals in December.
He's in the Jockey Club Mile, Lane Paragon. Will he be a ride for the Hong Kong Mile?
We'll just see how we go. Obviously, we'll have a few horses going that way. Obviously, Joyful Trinity will be one as well. But at this stage, she looks like the likely one that I'll be aboard. But if something happens and Joyful Trinity steps out and really performs at his best on Sunday and Helene Paragon doesn't, I might do the old jump. We'll see how we go. You
wouldn't be the first to do that either. In the sprint, not listening to me, seems a bit difficult to line up this horse. He was terrific first up. What happened at his next run, though?
Yeah, he just raced very flat, second up, and it was very disappointing. We didn't expect that. His work going into that run was exceptional, but you know, that can happen sometimes when they run really well first up. We didn't expect him to run that well first up. We thought he was a little bit big in condition. I think that just you know, took a lot out of him. So he's had a pretty easy time between last run and this run on Sunday. He had a nice gallop just down the back straight on Thursday morning, and he felt really good. I gave him a canter this morning around the big track, and he's in top form. But look, you know, he's to beat horses like you know, Lucky Bubbles. It's going to be very hard. Mrs. Stunning as well. So he's not an A grader, I don't believe. He's not far off him. He's always running in the first 3 or 4, but he's probably a length off the best horses, best sprinters here in Hong Kong. So he needs sort of everything to go right for him and probably a few things to go wrong for the other horses. So from his barrier, he's going to need a bit of luck and a good run to be at his best.
Would Werther be the best of your chances in the big races, though?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's pretty close to being spot on. He's going to improve out of that run going into the internationals as well, but he gets the right distance. He's got drawn the right barrier, and he should get the right run. And where, you know, someone like Helene Paragon, as I said, he's going to probably need the run as well.
Okay, they're your thoughts. And if you want to read on Tommy's thoughts, you can read his blog too. Go to the website hkjc.com. There's a special part of the website for the international races, and Tommy's blog is there going through all of his rides and thoughts leading into Sunday's big meeting. So very much looking forward to that. But over the next few weeks, we're going to be counting down towards the Longines Hong Kong international races and reliving some of the classic moments from years go by. On today's show, we're looking back at the 2011 Hong Kong Cup.
He's presented beautifully once again, California Memory. He was a little bit on edge when he first walked in. He's settled down nicely. The boys have done a good job with him. I think he does look well, and he's a very talented galloper.
We definitely knew he was up to peak fitness, and he was aimed as his main goal. So we always had to go on with the high hopes, and we drew the best barrier that day. So we were very confident.
This will really be Ambitious Dragon's chance to stand up on the global stage today. Lost no admirers in his defeat last time out. California Memory has a chance to rematch it with him now from the QE2 Cup. Will Chadwick have him handier from barrier 1? That's the question. Evens for Ambitious Dragon, and we're ready for the Hong Kong Cup of 2011. Ambitious Dragon wasn't great out. In fact, he's going to settle last, and Pure Champion flew out. Mosse takes him straight to the front. From Bywood, Cirrus to Zeg. California Memory's handy on the fence. Chadwick's going to use the draw. Well, Mosse is walking here on Pure Champion. So Chadwick pulled the right rein going forward on California Memory. Boy, Mosse is getting it very easy in the lead here on Pure Champion. Zazoo's not pressing the issue on the outside. California Memory with the dream run behind them. Then Bywood from Ransom Note. Wider out Durban Thunder around Cirrus de Zeg. It's Pure Champion has had a very soft lead from Zazoo. California Memory stalking the leaders. Chadwick's coming off the fence as they turn from Bywood, although he hasn't got out as yet. Now Ambitious Dragon cuts loose at the 350. Boy, he's got a paralysing turn of foot, Ambitious Dragon. He's going after Zazoo.
It was just a waiting game to get the gap, and once we had the gap, he just shot through, and we knew what he could do, and he produced on the day.
Byword between them, California Memories leaving, and Irian down the outside. Ambitious Dragon hits the front. He hasn't kicked away. California Memory gets his second wind. Irian the outside, but California Memory got going the last 100, and California Memory wins it for Chadwick.
It was just, it's hard to explain. As I said, it didn't really sink into the next day. it was just such a rush, really. It's very hard to explain. I can't put it in words. It boosted both our careers, I think, and put us both on the map, and opened more opportunities for me in big races. And I'm very thankful to the owners and all the connections for sticking with me and letting me partner in such a big race.
We'll be looking back at more memorable moments over the next few weeks. Tommy, when you look back at your time here in Hong Kong, you've won the Derby, a couple of QE2s, but is a win on International Day something that you'd like to add to your Hong Kong CV?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, definitely. It's you know, it's best racing in the world. I think International Day here, and you get some of the best jockeys, trainers, and horses from all over the globe, and competing here on the one day. And you know, there's big prize money to be won, and big races. So hopefully, I can tick that off in December.
Certainly look like you've got a number of chances to do so. Let's just recap what we've got coming up on Sunday afternoon here in Hong Kong at Sha Tin. Our coverage starts at 12:30. The first race is at 1 o'clock. First of the features is the Jockey Club Cup, where Tommy will be on board Werther. That's at 3:30. Then the sprint at 4:05. The Jockey Club Mile at 4:40. For more information, go to the website hkjc.com or follow all the action on Twitter at hkjc_racing. Tommy, always a pleasure to catch up. Good luck on Sunday.
No, thank you very much, Ed. Cheers.
Thanks for Tommy there for joining us in the studio. That's all we've got for today's show. Looking forward to a terrific day of racing coming up on Sunday. We'll see you next time.